Hey guys, I'm recording this to clarify on how you should calibrate your wheel in Project Cars 2, because there's a lot of different methods of doing this, and after a lot of testing, like for 2 days, I figured the best way to do it is actually follow the instruction exactly. Because if you follow the instruction exactly, then when you switch from one car to another, you're going to keep that 1-to-1 ratio. If you don't do that, then you need to calibrate your wheel every time you change car. And, if they have a different steering wheel lock. So, for example, like I'm in my car now, and without calibrating, I'll just show you what it does at this moment. So here, the steering wheel turns around 200, I guess. I'm not entirely sure, but look, if I turn it sideways like this, now it's 1-to-1, by the way. So this is exactly how my hand looks like in game and in real life. So this is like 9 o'clock. I can turn a little bit more than 9 o'clock, so I can go down to like 8 o'clock, and then it stops. I can keep turning the wheel at this point because I set up my wingman at 900, so I could keep turning it to the left, but it's not doing anything in game, right? Now if I turn it back to the other side, this is at 3 o'clock, and then I can turn a little bit past 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock. So I'm guessing for the kart, it's around 200. Maybe you add 10 or 15 past the 180, so the total rotation is around 200. Now how do I get a 1-to-1 like this? It's I go to controls, I go to calibrate wheel. When I calibrate wheel, I actually follow the instruction exactly. So I turn it to the maximum, right? And then I click next. Now I center the wheel again. So it sets 0. And then hold the wheel either 90 degrees clockwise or anti-clockwise and press finish. So here, I'll turn the wheel so it's pointing to 3 o'clock. And when I do that, the number is going to say 900. So now my wheel is actually pointing at 3 o'clock from centered, and the number says 900, right? Which is following the instructions here. And I click finish, save, and there we go. So, and this is how I got the 1-to-1, rotation in the kart, for example, right? Now, after calibrating it for 900, it doesn't mean your in-game vehicle actually uses 900. Like you really, and even in real life. So, the kart is 200, right? So in real life, like when I'm turning the wheel right now, I'm only gonna use that 200 range, right? And let's try driving and see what happens if I turn past the 200 range. If I turn past the 200 range, there's actually a pronounced effect telling me that that's the lock. Like I will lose everything. I'll lose traction and all that. So it's okay. Like I know it's doing the right thing. So that's what we should do right now is actually, without touching the calibrating wheel again, because I already calibrated for 900, change the car and see what happened. Right. So if I go from a kart to a roll car, for example, So if I go from a kart to a roll car without calibrating the wheel, it's already calibrated at 900. Now see what happened in this at 40. So this is the center, right? So let's turn left and track the wheel. See how now it's pointing at 6 o'clock, totally down. I can turn it a little bit more, like that, until it stops. See, it stops here. So that's like 45 degrees from 6 o'clock, right? So let's count the total rotation. So from here to 6 o'clock, let's count it. So that's one full rotation until it points to 6 o'clock again. So that's 360, right? And then I can go 45 more, and then it locks. So remember previously there was also get 45, so 45 plus 45 is 90. So the total rotation I get in the F40 is 360 plus 90. That's 450, right? So even though I calibrate the wheel to 900, when I switch car, it's still 1-to-1. Like this is what I'm doing in real life. Like my hands are exactly like that, right? I get 450. The reason why this is important is because this is not what I used to do. Because I drive my dirt rally in other games in around 200, so this is the maximum, like how I play my game. Like I never really cross over my hands, or you know, or like reach like over my wheel and try to turn more than 900. I use 900 rotation in American Truck Simulator. That's how I drive the truck. But in racing cars, I usually only use around 200 like that. Right? So what I did when I first started Project Cars 2 was I actually went in here and I calibrate my wheel to around 200. And I found out to do that, I will turn the wheel for the first bit. I'll turn it so it says 25. I don't know why, it makes no sense. But if you do it with me, like in game, you'll see that it's around that place that you want it to stop. So around 25. And then I'll click next. And then I'll turn the wheel to the other side where it's approximately 200, and then I'll read the number on the screen, right? And in real life now, you know, it's around 200 degrees. The screen actually says 180 for some reason. So I'll just click finish and save. And then I'll go back to the car. And then I'll go back to the car and see and turn it, you know, see if it's 1-to-1. It's actually almost like 1-to-1, but it's doing 180, it seems. See, so it stops at 3 o'clock on this side, and then it stops at 9 o'clock on this side. So I go, I'm trying to get 200, but for the second bit I stop at 180. Is that what you know? That's what it means, right? So if I stop at the second bit and I read the number says 180. It means that I'm only gonna get 180 in the game. I set up for 180. So let's try again. So if I want to set up for 200, so I'll turn the first bit to around 25 next, and then here, instead of 180, which is correct in real life, like it says, you know, it's around 200 to me, like in real life. But instead of 180, why don't I change it to 200 and see what happens? Right? Finish, save, go back. Let's test it again. So 12 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock. And get a bit more. I don't know if that's 200. but it's no longer a 1-to-1. Like it's, you know, it's not even 200. I'd say it's like 190. So then, you know, it's crazy. So then I'll go back to it, and then I'll calibrate my wheel again, and then I'll go, maybe 25 is not the right number. So let's try 20. When the number says 20, my wheel is actually pointing straight at 9 o'clock to the left. Next, and then in here, let's try to make the number 200 and see what happens. Finish. Save. Go back. So here 9. Oh, a little bit past 9 on this side. A little bit past green. That doesn't look 200 to me, but it looks 1-to-1. So you know the speed and the angle is how I'm turning the light. So whatever. So then I was happy. I was going, oh god, I got the 200 back just like Dirt 3. Like I'm gonna play the game like Dirt 3 now, right? And it's fine. Like as long as you know if I drive like if I input correctly. Like I'm not saying that because it's less rotation now. Because it's less rotation now, your car actually, the wheel, the physical tires on your car actually rotate less. No, it doesn't. What you're doing is you're actually recalibrating the wheel so that when you do this, it actually fully turns the tires on the car, right? Versus whereas before I need 450 to do it. Now, you know, 200 would do the whole rotation of the tires. So in correcting and in approaching corners, you will need more precision, right? Because it's more twitchy now, right? So then I start test driving it, and I noticed that it's way more responsive, right? And right, but it's harder to correct now because in order to correct the spin out, you need less and less adjustment. So if you train yourself with the 200 rotation, I guess it's perfect. You know, you drive Formula 1, they never really go past that point, but you know, it's just way harder, it feels like. So what I did today was I actually calibrate the wheel back to 900. Follow the instruction, so that's maximum 100 next, and then you know I center the wheel again, and then go 9 degrees clockwise to 3 o'clock where it says 900. Finish. Save. Cool. And now I'll get that 450 back, so you know I'll get that thing full rotation, and then it will lock there. So it still is not 900, you know, 450 is half of 900. But now, Me? I was like, I lost it there, and I just got way more. Like I just got way more range to work with when I lose grip and try to correct, you know, because like before it was too twitchy, it was too tight, it was like, it's not impossible. It's still possible. It just means that your hands needs to be way more sensitive. Like your hands needs to be way more sensitive to correct the spin out or losing grip. I don't know if it makes sense, but like I think you really should give that 900 a try, because it doesn't mean that your car is actually going to use the full 900 like a truck, right? But and also when you follow the instruction exactly, when you change vehicles, you know, you're still going to get that 1-to-1 no matter what car you're in. Instead of like if you calibrate to 270 for example, and then in a Ferrari for example, and then you notice if you go into a kart, all of a sudden it is not 1-to-1 anymore, right? Because you screw up the calibration. So then when you switch from a Ferrari to a kart, you need to calibrate again, and you do another race and you go, oh shit, now you're going back from a kart to back to a Ford for example, and you gotta calibrate your wheel again. For each specific car you gotta calibrate again, because different cars have different wheel lock. So give that a try, I guess, so and see what happens. Thank you. Bye bye.